Hello, and I want to talk to you about Polymath. Now, have you ever wished you could go back in time to 2015 and buy Ethereum? I know I have, but Polymath could be the next best thing to a time machine because right now it feels like it could be a lot like buying Ethereum very early days because this could do for securities tokens what Ethereum has done over the last couple of years for utility tokens. So, what is Polymath? Well, Polymath is a platform designed to launch security tokens on the blockchain. A securities token is a token that is backed by a financial asset such as a stock or a bond. Now, these tokens will even be able to pay out dividends and give you voting rights if you hold them. So, very, very exciting stuff, very different to all of the utility tokens currently on CoinMarketCap, for example. So, Polymath aims to bring the financial markets to the blockchain. Now, if it can do that, I mean, the current market cap is 335 billion. It's obviously come down a lot in recent days. But even if a small fraction of those financial markets do migrate to the blockchain, you will see that number explode into the trillions. That's the claim that Polymath is making, and they intend to be the framework that brings those financial institutions and the money with them to the blockchain. In a similar way to how Ethereum is a platform for so many utility tokens that now make up part of this market cap, Polymath aims to do the same for securities tokens, which, in my opinion, is the most exciting thing going on right now in crypto. And certainly Polymath believes that that is the next mega trend, as they've called it, in crypto. And since I've come across this, I would tend to agree. When I first heard the claim from them that this was the biggest thing since Ethereum, I was, of course, that's a big claim, right? But the more I look into it, the more I would agree that if they can be central to making that migration take place, this will be absolutely massive in 2018 and onwards. And I'm really hoping that they can do that. So looking at one of the slides from their deck, which you should definitely go and have a look at, of course, say at this point, go and do all your own research into this. They've got a white paper, they've got a investor's deck, they've got videos on YouTube, they've got a massive Telegram. You need to check all that out yourself. You need to do all the research yourself. I just maybe bring your attention to this, but don't take my word for anything. Having said that, get that out of the way. One of the slides from the deck is a little overview on the difference between a security token and a utility token. So a security token is ownership of an asset versus access to a protocol. Investors expect profit, such as interest from bonds or dividends from shares that they own. And a security token will be regulated offerings, and in order to do that, they have to comply with Know Your Customer regulations, that's the KYC, and different types of securities will only be available to different people depending on who they are, what country they live in, what education they have, if they're investors, for example. So all the same kind of regulations that would apply in other financial markets will apply to these security tokens, which will make them much more mainstream and much more accessible to the kind of people that are currently trading and buying these financial assets in the traditional way. So there's lots of reasons why you'd want to tokenize securities. Here's a few of them. Programmable equity. So a bit like smart contracts, you'll be able to program these security tokens to do different things depending on the type of assets that they are. Crypto fundraising in a similar way to ICOs. 24/7 markets globally, no middlemen, lower fees. So of course decentralized. Access to another 2 billion people worldwide that are unbanked, that currently don't have access to these kinds of markets. So this is very interesting. This is a prediction from Polymath on the way they see the future of securities tokens. So 2017 you had 100 million worth of security tokens versus 700 billion in utility tokens. Obviously that's changed at the moment since the crash. So they believe in 2018 there would be just as big a market cap of securities tokens as utility tokens, and they believe by 2020, just another 2 years, there will be 10 trillion in market cap from security tokens, which is obviously a tremendously big number to get your head around, but it doesn't take much when we're talking about the kind of markets that Polymath is hoping to bring to the blockchain. This is big money. This is huge trillions dollar markets and of financial products migrating to the blockchain, and that's the way they see the future. That's the way they see this going, and if they're right, this could be very game-changing indeed. So Polymath have created a demo wizard to give you a bit of an idea of how easy it will be for companies to create these security tokens. So I'm not going to go through all this, but I'll quickly scan down. So you've got legal business name, let's just put Bob's Nice Pies. I like pies. It's a corporation, type of security, equity. Get a free token if you fill this in. Put in an Ethereum address. I'm not going to do that right now. Project description, I'll leave it blank for now. Upload logo, token functionality. This is very interesting. So, do token holders get voting rights? Let's say yes. I'm not too sure what this means, so we're going to go for Polymath default. Will the token offer a dividend? Let's say yes. Quarterly. Any additional security features you would like to embed in your token? I'm not too sure what that might be right now. Token distribution, ticker name, definitely Pi. Is there one called Pi already? You think there would be? How many tokens to be created? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 million, 10 million, 100 million. Percentage of newly created tokens to be held in the company. 50%. Percentage of total company equity to be distributed within this set of tokens, 50%. Price per token, specify in USD, Ether or Bitcoin. So let's go for dollars and go for 1 USD. We've got legal details, UK. Worldwide. Investors must be accredited, yes. Investors know your customer needed, yes. So this is KYC integration partner. So I guess this is someone who verifies who the customer is. So maybe these are people that do that. I'm not too sure. I've not been involved in this sort of thing before. Tokens freely available. Tokens freely tradable after distribution. So let's say they would be, so you'd be able to have a secondary market for the stocks issued by this company. And we go on to fill all in the contact details, and you would then submit that request to have that security token created. So that's a quick look at the wizard. I think that's just how to get the process started. That's not everything you need to do to get your security token live, but it's certainly very exciting to think about how easy it might be and how easy they intend to make it to get these security tokens created. So where does Polymath stand right now? What's happening with it? So it's very new to CoinMarketCap. It came on to CoinMarketCap last Friday, which is when I happened to notice it. It's saying the circulating supply is currently unknown right now, but I believe it to be 240 million tokens after a airdrop. Now you could have got 253 tokens if you had taken part in the airdrop. I missed it, but they're very affordable right now. So I think now's a great time to seriously look at this project and think about whether it's right for you to purchase some of these tokens. If you think that it's exciting, I definitely think it's worth having a look at and considering. In terms of where it might be in a year's time, I have no idea, but I have a very good feeling about this, that it will, if they can do even a fraction of what they're hoping to be able to do, I think this will be a very exciting one in the future. So I mean, even right now, as soon as this is given the circulating supply of 240 million, It's going to be worth about 180 million market cap, something like that. Sorry, very quick, bad maths there. Which would 180 million, you're going to see Polymath all of a sudden in the next few days is going to appear probably inside the top, probably inside the top 100. So it's going to come, I think soon enough, it's going to get a lot of attention when it appears out of nowhere in the top 100. And I think everyone that comes across this is, I think going to quickly see the potential. And I think we could see it in the top 10 in 2018, which would give it obviously a much bigger market cap. And I think we could see the price go a lot higher than the 60 cents per token that it currently is. I'm not going to speculate. What it might reach. I don't know, but it certainly seems like a great time to take a look at this project whilst it's still sort of under the radar for most people. So check out the site, check out the white paper. There's a lot more I could say about Polymath. They've got some good videos on YouTube. One thing I would say, actually, a little bit about who's behind it. But they've got some great advisors on board, and it looks like they've got an absolute all-star team behind it. Trevor Kaverko, I'm not sure if that's something as his name, but I really like this guy. I've watched everything I can on YouTube from him. He's very confident. He's got a tremendous amount of experience in Silicon Valley, in crypto. He got in on Bitcoin early. He got in on Ethereum early. He's been part of the seed round of funding for several successful cryptos. This guy really ticks all the boxes of someone that I think will continue to do very well in this space. He certainly is, for me, the more I see of him, and I think he's put together, from what it looks like to me, a team of exceptionally talented and experienced people, which obviously is exactly what you'd hope for. So again, that it really does tick every box for me, this project. So I definitely recommend you go into YouTube and check out everything you can find on Polymath. Obviously you're already watching this, but continue to look into it. There's not a great deal out there. I expect as soon as more people find out about this, there'll be lots more videos about Polymath coming out in the next couple of weeks, couple of months. But do all your homework, do all your research. This isn't financial advice, of course. This is just me being very excited about a new project and giving you a bit of a heads up about it. So please remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is a new channel, so I'd really appreciate any support. Thank you very much, and yeah, take it easy.